Welcome to Choosing a Topic, the second of 5 videos in the series Writing Graduate Research Papers, an original creation of the Academic Support and Access Center's Writing Lab at American University. My name is Jordan Grant. This series is designed to help students through the entire process of writing a graduate research paper. In this video, you will learn how to distinguish a topic from an argument, how to find potential topics for your paper, and how to refine your potential topic ideas. Step 1. Distinguish a topic from an argument. In a previous video in this series, I talked about the assignment instructions that come with most graduate research papers. These instructions are often called prompts, and, as you've probably discovered, most graduate research papers come with very open-ended prompts. Here's an example based on a prompt I received for one of my own courses. Your final paper should deal with an issue related to the course, in which you present an original argument about a historical topic from the modern period. The paper should be 20 to 25 pages, plus bibliography. This kind of prompt can be both exhilarating and terrifying, all at the same time. On one hand, you get to pick a topic of your choice. On the other hand, you have to pick a single topic out of a seemingly endless number of options. Knowing this, it's no surprise that many students find picking a topic for their paper an incredibly difficult process. I have a theory. I think most students' anxiety about picking a topic stems from the fact that they haven't distinguished the concept of a topic from the related concept of an argument. Although these concepts are related, they're not the same. A topic is just a descriptive label. If I asked you about your upcoming paper and you said your paper was about the American Civil War, then you've told me your paper's topic. An argument is a logical, evidence-based answer to a question. If I asked you about your paper and you said, my paper shows that the major cause of the American Civil War was slavery, then you've told me your paper's argument. Put another way, the topic is the starting point of your paper and, more specifically, your literature review. The argument comes much later, once you know enough about your topic to ask unanswered questions and develop a compelling argument to answer those questions. All of this is to say that, at the very start of your project, it's not a problem if you don't know what you're going to argue. If anything, not knowing where your paper will end up is a strength. That uncertainty will keep you from making any false assumptions as a researcher. Step 2. Find a topic. Now, even if you understand the difference between topics and arguments, you may still be having trouble creating a list of possible topics for your paper. To start, remember that your course materials are your friend. It's always a good idea to revisit your course's syllabus, your weekly readings, and your notes. You'll probably be able to remember at a glance what topics sparked your interest. Next, you could spend some time looking at the scholarly and professional journals from your field, all of which should be available to you through the American University Library's website. Our library pays thousands of dollars each year to give you access to material that's not available on the open web, so you should definitely take advantage of it. On a similar note, if there's a book you'd like to read for ideas, instead of just ordering the book, go to the library and find it in the stacks. Since books on related topics are shelved together, you may find even more material that interests you just by walking around. I'd recommend getting out a pad of paper or opening a new text file as you start this process. Anything that helps you capture your ideas as you read along. Remember, you don't need to do any kind of deep reading during this phase, just a lot of skimming and short note-taking when you spot something that interests you. If you watched earlier videos from the series, then you know I place a lot of emphasis on defining your personal goals for the paper at the very start of the project. This is a great time to revisit those goals and see if they help you find a good topic. After all, if one day you'd like to be a world-renowned expert on Indonesian economics, you'll probably want to choose a topic that deals with Indonesia, or a topic that involves the kinds of economic measurements that will come in handy when you're studying Indonesia. Step 3. Refine your topic ideas. Once you have a short list of ideas to start with, it's time to shut the door and spend some time refining them. The goal of refining is to move from a general topic to a set of more specific subtopics. There are multiple ways to do this, but I have always been a fan of the classic brainstorming strategy of mind mapping, where you start with a single idea and then surround that idea with other related ideas. If you started mind mapping with the topic of the Indonesian economy, for example, you might surround that topic with various subtopics, and then surround those subtopics with sub-subtopics, and then surround those sub-subtopics with further sub-sub-subtopics, and then perhaps a few more sub-sub-sub-subtopics, just to be sure. By the end of the session, you might realize that, while you're interested in many aspects of the Indonesian economy, you are most interested in local efforts to restore farmland in Indonesia after the 2004 tsunami. If you get stuck while mind mapping, look at the ideas you have written down and go through the classic questions of who, what, where, when, and how. There are differences, after all, between a car and a 2011 BMW 5 Series police car, and those questions will help you articulate the differences. If mind mapping doesn't work for you, there are many other brainstorming strategies you could try. Free writing is an excellent option. With free writing, you set a timer and then force yourself to just keep writing about your ideas until the time expires. Most of what you produce will probably be gibberish, but I've often found that the process can help students unlock ideas and passions that are otherwise locked away in their brains. Whatever technique you use, remember that there's no such thing as a bad topic idea at this stage in the writing process. Any idea, no matter how bizarre, can be the insight that leads to the breakthrough. And remember, when you're brainstorming, there's no one standing over your shoulder watching you, and you'll never be graded on what you're doing. With any luck, you'll finish your first session with a few good ideas for your paper's topic. Really, that's all you need to start the most challenging part of any graduate research paper, the literature review. Thank you for watching Choosing a Topic, the second video in the series Writing Graduate Research Papers. If you found the video helpful, be sure to check out our other videos, which are available through the Academic Support and Access Center's website. This video is protected by a Creative Commons license.